Okay, everyone. I got everything. Everything's good? Earbuds are in. Alright, here we go. We gotta go to the Evernight version of Akama. And we ended it here. Alright.
It's still early. Where to now?
Okay, they definitely changed her freaking tone as Remembrance. Okay, so, before we start, we need to go up to here. Okay, now we can view the story recap.
Following the return of the core flames of reason and death, Aquila is the only titan that we still need to campaign against. Finan asks us to recreate the past, and he repeatedly challenges the Flame Reaver to hone his abilities. The Flame Chase journey's triumphant conclusion draws nigh, yet a sudden disturbance occurs in the Holy City. Using the Council of Elders and the Cleaners, Aglaia made sure that her fall paved the road forward for the Flame Chase. Amidst his grief, Finan takes up the mantle of leadership, giving a speech to unite the people. Cypher also returns on a mission, promising to protect Kefali's core flame while the Flame Chase party is away from the city.
Oh yeah.
The help of the Twilight Courtyard's last descendant of the sky, Hyacinth, the party ascends to Aquila's flying fortress. Hyacinth resolves to fulfill the duty passed down over generations of her family, only to discover that the glorious feat of Seliosi the Day-Thunder Knight campaigning against Aquila was nothing more than a blood-stained lie. At the same time, in the city of the dead dragon's bones, Cypher contends with the Flame Reaver, who comes seeking the core flame. Though she holds out for some time, she is no match, and is slain in the end. But she had already given Kefali's core flame to Spirit Thief Bartlos, ordering them to wait for an opportunity to deliver the core flame to Finan and the others. The Flame Chasers fight together to defeat the Sky Titan, which has become a combined being of the god and immortal. As they are trying to escape from the Eye of Twilight, the Dawn device suddenly goes out, and Hyacinth is forced to return the core flame early and remain in the sky to bear divine authority, becoming the protector of the people. Following Cypher's death, the divine power of trickery dissipates, and the 1,000-year dawn of Akama that is sustained by her lie comes to an end. The Holy City is met with the merciless invasion of the Black Tide, as the powerful Flame Reaver moves in ever closer. At this moment of crisis, Mighty, Castris, Trudy and Trinan, Cartonis, the Holy City Guards, and Don Hung all lay their lives on the line so that the Deliverer would have the chance to complete his mission. After making sure that I would remain safe, Finan enters the vortex of Genesis alone.
Alright, so the story recap has ended. Head to the designated location immediately to start the mission. I say, go now.
close to us. We need to rendezvous with Lord Don Hung.
We will do everything in our power to clear the path for you.
There he is! Lord Don Hung!
Quick, we must assist him!
What are you doing here? Where's Finan?
We are under Lord Finan's orders to escort both of you to safety, no matter the cost. Leave this to me and the Holy City Guards. Zeph, take them and go.
Wait, Mnemosyne. That black-clad swordmaster. Something seems off.
At some point earlier, they suddenly froze in place, not moving at all. Like some kind of omen. Too close. That thing's black flames are burning hot. I don't know what's happening, but leaving is the best option.
I don't know which demigod graced us with this miracle. Please, come with us.
Finan, is he going to be alright?
Believe in his resolve to save Aquila.
The Flame Weaver isn't pursuing us. Could this really be some kind of divine intervention?
We can't stay here for long. Lady Trinan's sentry gate is just outside the city. Let's keep moving.
Our experience in Amphorius has far exceeded expectations. If our goal was just to replenish fuel, then mission accomplished. For now, let's get back in contact with the Express and plan our next move. That's the safest course of action. We need more information.
On that note, I have a proposal.
Who's there?
I hope to convey a message to the two nameless.
Mr. Screwlum?
Who are you? Stand down. I order you to maintain a distance of 10 paces.
It's okay, guard. This one is not our enemy.
It has been a while, nameless of the Astral Express. I'm glad I arrived in time to stop that black-clad one from harming you further.
So it was you.
It was fortunate we found you in time. Madame Herta and I were both quite relieved.
You two know this anti-Catharin? Does he come from the same people as Counselor Lygus?
Don't worry, guard. This gentleman is an ally of the Trailblaze. Would you mind giving us a moment to speak in private?
Of course. We'll wait nearby. Please, stay safe.
I fully understand your situation. For now, the only thing I can do is temporarily freeze that black-clad one in place. Time is limited, so I'll keep this brief. The place where you stand, Amphorius, is a world constructed from data and memory. an experimental field of a certain eon. And now, this isolated sandbox world is rapidly falling into a third path. Destruction.
Destruction.
Conclusion. If Amphorius continues unchecked on this course, a Lord Ravager will complete its evolution and metamorphosis, and emerge from the surging tides. The cosmos as we know it will suffer irreversible consequences. The disaster that this Lord Ravager intends to trigger may be far more severe than the Law Fu's Stellaron crisis, because its goal is the Eon of Erudition. Putting aside the complex details of the inferences involved, I have a request to make. For one of you nameless to stay behind on Amphorius, acting as an informant, in order to prevent the wrath of destruction from ravaging the cosmos. This world is enveloped in a firewall that defies explanation, and the flow of time here is also different from reality. Madame Herta and I can only tear open a gap and project images inside. However, the accidental crash landing of the express car notwithstanding, both of you were able to successfully land here. There must be some principle behind this we have yet to fully grasp. It will take time to uncover the reason. Before then, if one of the Nameless is willing to stay and witness the fate of this world, or to push it along when necessary, it will be of great assistance.
Mr. Screwlum, I believe you. So I only have one thing I'd like to confirm with you. As Amphorius is already facing its end, how can we guarantee the safety of the person who stays behind?
Look at this, if you would. This curio is called a chronocognitive anchor. The two of you may view it as a kind of space anchor in the world of erudition. As long as you carry it with you, your individual data structure will be protected and will remain unaffected by the influence of digital tsunamis. When required, it can also serve as a bridge for communications between the internal and external world. Of course, it is not curio with unlimited uses. May only be held by one person. The connection being interfered with. Decide quickly as possible. 2 final messages. 1 Intellatron named Ligus, possibly the primary culprit behind everything. 2 Eartha discovered a clue. Miss March has already been drawn into Amphorius.
Cold. It's freezing. Hold on. Am I dreaming? Everything's spinning. And I can see webaboos flying around. But I was literally just talking to Himeko. How did I... When did I... That's it! She warned me about this place right before Klipoth glimpsed her. Oh no. Have I accidentally walked onto some weird path? Have I done something crazy without remembering? Unless forcing Pom-Pom into new outfits and borrowing Mr. Yang's shoulder massager counts. Hold up. No way! Stepping onto the path of elation can't be this simple. Right?
Child of remembrance. Step forth into the depths of the path space.
Who
forward, through the gate of memory.
The voice. Is it showing me the way out? No, don't fall for it. They're lying to you. Turn back now. Wait, Master... Fush... And you, Miss...
Good to see you again, March. A pleasure to see you, Miss March.
That's it. And you, the value of...
Your memory, Sir March. I conduct thanks to the Garden of Recollection, the Master Diviner, since we last met.
Well, I need to know if this is real.
The situation is dire. Your lost memories, they're crucial to the Garden of Recollection. She's right.
The garden...
You may not want to sacrifice anything to preserve the garden for now. But in time, you'll understand. Your destiny and the path of remembrance. Now go.
So...
This way, March. Your past awaits beyond the gate of memory.
Stop! They're just mimicking. Don't let those bad people deceive you. The gate. Now it's... hey guys. What?
March! There you are.
Finally.
The trailblazing journey just isn't the same without you.
Traveling's no fun without you around.
Well, duh. What's Team Trailblaze without its star member? Wait a sec. You might look like you two, but...
We understand your confusion. The Garden's allies helped us establish this Neuralink to reach you.
The Garden's allies? You mean Miss Black Swan?
Yes. She helped make this possible.
Keep going, March. Find your past. Wake up. And travel with us again.
That sounds really
Trust in yourself, March. It's gotten us this far, hasn't it? Follow us. Let's go through that gate together. Step into your past, March. Find your truth.
Wake up! Slow down! At last, I finally caught up. Hey, are you alright? I'll be okay. Just not used to running around. Say, Marge, got a moment to talk before you make your decision? Wait, that was you? Pushing the gate away? Sending those warnings?
Yep, named Cyrene. It means ripples of past reverie. Easy to remember, right? Wait a minute. We actually look quite alike, don't we?
Yeah. Your pink hair is just as eye-catching as mine.
And we're both bright, pretty, and positive girls. Talk about coincidence.
Wow, you're quite the smooth talker. But I can't disagree. Wait, you know my name is March? Have we met?
No, but I've witnessed your story through those memories just now. It's incredible, really. We might have more in common than you think. I know exactly what you're going through, which is why I don't want to see you exploited or hurt.
You know what I'm going through?
I know, because I've been exactly where you are. This empty space has been my home for ages. I barely remember what time feels like anymore. But there's something I'll never forget. Trust me, that gate won't give you what you want.
those people? They're lying? Luring me into a trap?
Yes, convincing, weren't they? They've studied your memories, using your deepest wishes against you. How dare they manipulate a young girl's feelings like that? If you go through that door, the worst case scenario is you'll become their pawn, losing control over your own fate forever.
You've seen what's on the other side?
I may be stuck here with missing memories like you, but I still recall fragments of my homeland where I grew up. That door leads to Amphorius. Trust me, it's anything but welcoming. For ages, I've watched people walk through that door. They couldn't see or hear my calls. The voices beyond always promised safety, but I've never seen anyone return safely. So I had to try and stop you.
To be honest, I'm not sure what to believe. But the fact that you're here, putting in all this effort to warn me, that means something. Tell me, Cyrene, how can I return to my world?
It's really easy, actually. Just turn around and walk away from this place.
The girl cannot be trusted. Through the door, save the garden. Both of you, children of remembrance.
They never give up, do they? But don't let them sway you. The return journey could take ages, longer than most lives. But that path will lead you home.
Thank you, Cyrene. I know what I need to do. I'm going through that gate. Into Amphorius.
Wait, what?
Don't worry. I believe you. It's just that, for me, the only place I can call home is right beside my friends. Two of my closest friends are already on their way to Amphorius. They may seem capable, but only I know. They're absolute disasters waiting to happen. They won't last 5 minutes in a new world without me. That's why I need to go through. Amphorius or not. When the three of us are together, there's nothing we can't handle. We'll explore, understand, establish, and connect. After that, we'll find our way home together.
I see. You've got people who mean the world to you, too. That is so heartwarming. March, if that's what you've decided, you have my full support. Birds of a feather we are, looking all sweet and innocent, but with hearts of fire.
Oh, stop. You're making me blush. Well then, I guess this is it.
okay there, friend? Something seems to be bothering you.
The vortex of Genesis. We made it back. Even this place has changed. Finan. Is he ready for Aranova?
If anything, he's the one worried about you. But I'm here to watch over you now. If what that machine gentleman said is true, if Amphorius is destined for destruction, then I'll stay by your side until the very end. Like how you and Don Hung treasured the Express. Amphorius means everything to me. Right. Time to see the last core flame restored. Look, there's Finan. And wait.
Lygus.
And you, Lord Finan, will wield that core flame to bury this ancient world, plunging everything into the gray unknown.
None of that matters now. This brutal, flame-chased journey has stripped away my delusions. I know the future isn't some peaceful paradise with gentle west winds, just waiting to welcome us to step in. If what lies ahead is a mass of chaos, I shall cut through it myself and usher in the first ray of blazing sunlight. Is it truly you?
With one last chance to turn back, you still step forward. How befitting of a trailblazer. You misunderstand. As our world and as the trial of world-bearing, the ritual of Era Nova. I see. So you met my kindred spirit before I could erase his traces.
Partner, what are you saying? I've had my suspicions. How does a native Antikytheran know so much about repairing vehicles from beyond the sky? Lord Lycus, how much do you truly know about Era Nova? Tell us everything.
Very well. I need no longer maintain this Theoros masquerade. You seek truth, Lord Finan, and truth you shall have. As you know, when the old gods fell, someone had to bear their broken pillars to fill the vacant seats. Those who would assume divine authority must prove themselves through trials. Yet, for Kephales's demigods, the possibility of overcoming the trials has forever been non-existent. For the world-bearing trial is the divine duty itself. Bringing forth the Era Nova and bearing its weight is an endless ordeal, ceasing only upon collapse. Precisely. The Era Nova ritual is not something that can be completed in an instant, no, but a long and arduous journey. While the sacrificial journeys of other demigods conclude.
I'm back. Sorry. Surveillance. How to put security measures in place. Ah, fuck.
Without you, we could never have reached our prophesied tomorrow. Thank you. Behold, oh gods, Amphorius has achieved her victory, and the Era Nova approaches. The radiant soul has arrived, having walked.
He is the pure child, walking upon the path of yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
He is the first to be born, first to be named among the nameless.
Eternal in form, limitless in reach. He treads the endless night underfoot.
Greatest of kings. Protector of the displaced. Raising humanity's children above their adversaries.
The firmament of molten gold courses through his very bones and flesh.
The greatest of schemes reveal against his breath and words.
In the golden lakes of that beautiful new world, he shall wash himself clean.
There. Finish what we first and last wished for. To write an ending unlike any before, for this world we so deeply love.
Come, partner. Join me. The time has come for us all to face oblivion, or embark on one final grand journey. What a magnificent and epic adventure. The hero's journey reaches its end, and the truth behind the Era Nova is about to be revealed. Is that truly the case? Here, as the Theoros, allow me to humbly request that you find a moment to listen to what I have witnessed. This is about the nature of Amphorius itself. A story of the prime mover of life. My, what a broad topic this is. Where shall we start? Ah, got it. Let's start at the very beginning. The Big Bang. The birth of particles. The emergence of all things. Just kidding. What I mean to say is that time, space, matter, all concepts exist solely because we perceive them. This is called the erudition. Without it, the universe would merely be a chaotic book written by chance, yet unread by anyone. As your acquaintance, Lord Anaxagoras, suggested, everything in Amphorius exists through spores, living in the memories of those yet to come. Oh, how people... But
If that is the case...
and what is the... Let's set aside the group. Do you know of the scholar's strength? as a failure by the Eon of
You have a hole in your body.
found proof through the ages. What would happen? Perhaps the answer is simpler than you'd think. From perishing neuron to this. Now, actually, you know the answer better than you realize. It's been by your side, accompanying you throughout this long journey. Right now, it awaits you in that brave new world, beyond the end of Genesis.
Huh?
Take this wish with you as the prophecies continue onward.
Strange. Only a voice remains. Who was that? Ah, it's you. Whoops, I fell asleep there. What a strange dream I had. It's gone now, though. But look, perfect sunshine. The day is still young. Let's go find Cyrene, partner. You promised to be there for her oracle card reading today. It's right about time. Looking at you, someone's still half asleep. Tell you what, catch some fresh air first. I'll hang around here.
What the?
Beautiful, isn't it? This is Ide Silesiae, home of the nameless hero who carried Kefali's coal flame. When he was young and innocent, he had heroic dreams, imagining his wooden sword was forged of iron. Pretending the Stradoni propped up by a wooden pole was a giant with a single blood vessel running from spine to heel. Dreaming of slaying the giant and becoming a hero to save the world, though to his young mind, the world was just this small village. Sharp as ever. Indeed, these memories you witness are the first steps of his journey. These are his first memories. Rather than watching, why not join him? Think of it as immersive theater. Become his lifelong closest friend, witnessing his hero's journey from the best seat in the house, as the nameless hero whose unwavering guidance shaped Feynman's destiny, yet whose name was never recorded in Amphorius' history. Questions. Let's follow along and find out, shall we? Many mysteries like your questions.
It's not complete. I can tell that there's nothing left here. Hold on. Oh.
use a sword like...
Hey, Finan! Where are you headed? No Cyrene today?
That's exactly where I'm...
Hmm.
Found you. That's...
Goodness, look at you rushing about. You've got the poor swing all startled. Hmm? There's something oddly unfamiliar about this.
Something wrong? What do you see?
Oh, nothing much. Just suddenly felt a strange connection. Look at you, leaves in your hair. Were you sleeping in a tree again? Or was it the wheat fields this time? At least brush yourself off before wandering around.
Come on, I'm not a kid anymore. You're the only one who still treats me like one.
Sure. You may have the height advantage, but when it comes to maturity, I'm leagues ahead of you. Still fantasizing about being in heroic adventures and imagining yourself as one of the characters? That's the kind of thing kids do, not grown-ups. Don't you agree? And since you're playing along with his antics, who are you pretending to be today?
Well, she hasn't decided on a character for today yet.
How about we stick with the usual? You know, the valiant hero from a distant shore who made a pact to learn the sword from you.
Spare me. Can we not bring this up? Speaking of which, what about those oracle cards? We haven't done divination in forever. Why the sudden interest?
I almost left a red mark on my leg.
Earlier,
Ouch.
while napping on the swing, I had the strangest dream. There was this mysterious voice in my dream, calling out for something.
Wait, you had that dream too?
Yes. You too? That would explain this lingering sense of unease, which made me think of those old oracle cards I used to play with as a kid. Though the Ornyx prophecies were always hit or miss.
Yeah, all the kids would get so excited drawing cards like ruler or warrior, but throw fits over devil or drunkard and demand a redo. If you just redo it when you don't like the result, what's the point of divination?
The blessing of childhood. Believing the gods might not notice our little corner of Ivy Silicii, willing to let our small deceits slide. Still, fate is absolute. After all, we never really know just how far into the future the prophecy extends.
Anyway, let's go to our old secret base and look for those oracle cards. Now, where did we hide those?
I can think of a few spots. Let's go check it out. In a village this size, I bet all our childhood treasures are exactly where we hid them.
Mm-hmm. Time must be keeping them safe for us.
By
This is the one Mrs. Pythias confiscated. Finally back in my hands.
Finan, Cyrene, where are you two headed?
Speak of the devil. Mrs. Pythias, is school out already?
No classes today. This morning, I used fallen leaves for a reading, seeking Orynyx's wisdom. They warned of potential injuries, so I gave everyone a holiday. Besides, it's harvest season. There's plenty of other work to be done, even without classes.
With you being our only teacher
Jerry.
in Heidi Silicii, you must be working so hard.
Anything for my students. I don't mind the work. When you travel far from here, you must visit the Grove of Epiphany for me, to see what a true haven of wisdom looks like. By the way, what are you looking for in here? You've been searching quite thoroughly.
Thank you, my friend. Time to take our soldier home.
All right then, I should be going. It might rain tonight, so don't stay out too late.
So this is where the wooden figurine you carved during class ended up. And here I thought I knew all your hiding spots.
To be honest, I'd forgotten all about it myself.
It's mine! I caught it fair and square!
You did not! It's mine!
Finan! Cyrene! Come quick! Look at this huge bottle I just caught!
Give it here! My rod, my catch! I only let you borrow it, remember?
What's got you two so worked up? Here, show me. Wait a second. This is my old Wishina bottle. How did it end up here?
What did little Finan wish for?
Not happening. This stays sealed.
Tiso, Livia, dinner's ready.
Coming, Mom! Finally, I'm starving. See you later.
You know what's funny? I really thought tossing that bottle into the sea would carry our wishes beyond Ides Elysiae. Maybe even bring something back to us. Never thought the waves would end up pushing it back ashore. Kind of disappointing, isn't it?
No sign of the oracle cards. Let's see. Ah, there's one place we haven't checked yet.
Those were the days. We'd always meet either by that statue in the village or right here.
Right? And I remember you never used the front door when you wanted me to come play. You always climbed over the wall. You were such mischief makers. Just like a certain someone who has a habit of showing up unexpectedly. Right? I bet she said something clever just now.
Hey, I was just copying those storybook heroes. They never take the beaten path.
Still, it's embarrassing. I've been the only one here for a while, and I haven't kept up with the cleaning. With so many spots to check, where should we even start? Leaves have taken over the courtyard.
I know. We wouldn't want your clothes getting dirty. Leave the dirty work to me.
That's not what I meant at all.
All right, let's split up. I'll handle the yard. You check the upper floor.
I wonder what the view's like from up there. Worth checking out?
Juice with milk would taste.
Deja vu.
The girl before you carries an air of mystery. Her secrets elusive, yet her demeanor toward you is exceptionally warm. You can't help but wonder, could there really be some kind of mental connection?
here hasn't changed a bit. You know, besides the swing under the big tree, this has to be my favorite spot in all of ID Silicii. I remember drawing ID Silicii as a child, nestled between the sea and the mountains. I'd always stop where the sky met the sea, and the world beyond was just too vast to imagine. They always said I'd become the next priest of time, just because I heard prophecies as a child. But here's the thing. The more divinations I do, the more doubt creeps in. I want to believe the prophecies, but actually leaving ID Silicii. Where will that waiting ship take us, I wonder?
Here they are, the Oracle cards.
I'm gonna go put my juice in the fridge real quick. I'll be right back. And yeah, so sit tight and yeah, because I'm going to try to speed through this a little bit. So I'll be skipping past some cutscenes that take too long because I don't want to, put up with it. So at least there's a skip cutscene button now. Thank God my streams can actually get streamlined. Pun. So sit tight. Mwah!
reminiscing makes us take our time, doesn't it? There we go. Looks like the gods do listen to our thoughts.
Here it is! Actually kept the cards.
But the cards are gone. Who could have taken them?
Huh? What's this underneath?
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti.
Hey, don't go changing the words.
I see now. Those sneaky little ones. So that's what they've been up to.
Ah, the ones from Remembrance Maze, you mean?
Yep. Let's head to the back of the courtyard.
Oh boy.
The entrance should be around here somewhere.
Right here. The path to the maze is hidden under all these weeds. It's been too long since we visited the fairies.
Fairies?
Did you forget? We used to visit them all the time when we were little. All right, let's do this. These weeds need to go. Pretty sure this is it? Should be this way. Here it is! The entrance! That hollow in the tree.
Once you get through the tight squeeze in the hollow, you'll reach their dwelling, the Remembrance Maze.
Hopefully we're not going through an actual maze because I don't like mazes in video games that much. It takes me hours to complete
The
them.
fairies will let you in. After all, the Remembrance Maze has an invitation-only rule. Only children with pure hearts are welcomed.
Trailblazer profile? What's that? Regardless, how about we try getting through the hollow first?
After you, then.
What? Oh, sure, I'll go first.
So hasty, as always. Looks like it's just us now. Care to finish that chat? To be honest, from the moment I saw the cute note left by the fairies, my intuition became even more certain. Perhaps when we step into the maze again after all these years, the wheels of fate will finally start turning.
Huh? Hold on. I hear something, guys. BRB. Just a girl's intuition. But you know what? Even if fate is set on its path, no matter where it steers the world, if we're together, there's nothing to worry about, right? So,
if you're willing. Forget it. If the wheels do begin to turn, that's when I'll make my request.
I made it! Oh, that wasn't easy. I can't remember the last time I came here.
Wait a minute. Are you? Whoa! Look who's finally back, Memmy! Snowy, you've grown so tall and dashing. I couldn't even tell it was you at first.
We had to grow up. Sometime.
But look at Rini. She hasn't changed one bit. How fascinating.
Perhaps I'm like you, Rayleigh Mem. Just another fairy of the maze.
Dye? Rayleigh Mem's always been this lovely shade of lavender. Doly Mem, Rayleigh Mem, Mealy Mem, Folly Mem. I've missed these cute little troublemakers. We used to gather around the fire, singing and dancing, imagining all our future journeys. Without coming back here, those memories might have faded away entirely.
Oh, how could you, Snowy? You swore you wouldn't forget about us. But you were gone so long, you almost did!
Oh, he's just copying those bards from his stories, being all melodramatic. He couldn't forget about you all even if he tried. Actually, we're here for the Oracle cards. Have you seen them?
Oh, the Oracle cards! Right. The chief asked us to get those.
Chief? You mean Doly Mem? What do they need the cards for? If they want a reading, they could just ask me.
Oh, I'm not sure. But Chief specifically wanted to meet with you all. Let's see. They should be... That's it! This way, everyone! Watch your step. The trunk's slippery.
Why do leaves and branches grow? Which way does the wind blow? In Membrance Maze depths we seek to find the answers future left behind. Welcome back, my dear children.
Feels like we just stepped into a storybook setting for children. And by all freaking connections, I feel like we just stepped into a episode of Glitter Force.
right? Though Dolly Ma'am always says they're just songs, not poetry.
Oh, Chief. You haven't changed a bit. Still so full of life.
Oh, no need to fuss, my child. You haven't forgotten, have you? As long as our songs are sung, the children of the maze will live on, just as our paths stay forever linked. Here, take it. I'm sorry I had to resort to such methods to bring you here.
My book of oracle cards. Thank you for keeping it safe. You know, you can always just ask if you want me to divine something.
Still, bringing us here like this after so long. Is something wrong, Chief?
Yes, the Veil of Evernight whispers to us once more. It tells of a new fairy who will soon enter the maze. Indeed, every time a new fairy arrives in the maze, it means that beyond the veil, in the vast lands far from Ides Elysiae, a great calamity is on the horizon.
But if that's the case, our
It will have to be cancelled. If disaster's coming, we should stay in Ides Elysiae just to be safe. That's a good point. But what difference could Cyrene and I make?
We weren't planning to be gone for long. Just enough time to hone our abilities. Finan would train in Castrum Kremnos, while I would seek the Fate Titan's blessing in Yanisopolis. Then we'd return to Ides Elysiae to help keep our village safe.
It's okay. I can still practice my swordplay here. Some things you can learn on your own. Well, probably.
That's not very convincing. Here's a thought. Let's have Cyrene do a reading. If fate wishes to show us its path, we might find some peace of mind.
But what if we don't like what the cards tell us? Never thought of doing it that way before. Thanks, partner. We'll do it your way. Whatever the cards show, we'll face it together.
Ask with a true heart, and truth shall answer in kind. Close your eyes, and let's open the oracle card book together. Let your thoughts flow like stars drifting on the river, carried by fireflies and gentle winds. Your destinies flowing towards the same future. Now, shall we begin? Oh my! The cards are quite responsive today. Very well. Let's see what future the oracle cards wish to show us. Deliverer. According to the tripartite prophecy, this card means absolute harmony and perfection. In fact, it's the only oracle card without a dark side.
What, no divine whispers this time?
Oh, silly. This is simply the card you drew for yourself.
The sleepy village of Ides Elysiae, in just one fleeting moment, welcomed an array of legendary figures. The Weaver, Gatekeeper, Ruler, Traveler, Servant, Healer, and Scholar. Their stories and wishes showed the village boy glimpses of a world larger than he'd ever imagined. They brought tales of raging battles, of cities crowned in holy light, and of wonders beyond his understanding. Each story so far removed from his simple village life. Once, these were just images on his friend's oracle cards, and now...
The Deliverer. This card again.
Ah, my child. It seems you're destined to bear the wishes of men, to answer the world's call.
Bear their wishes?
Yes, just like Kefali, standing eternal atop the mountain.
My parents... they only wished for me to grow up... well, to help around the village. Stay out of trouble. Mrs. Petheus wished for more books in her little schoolhouse. Wanted us to all learn and grow. And little Piso, he wants to grow up strong like his father. To become a hunter. Is that my purpose? To fulfill their wishes?
Perhaps. For a true deliverer, such wishes are but droplets in an ocean. After all, Kefali bears the weight of the entire world.
Right. How could any human possibly measure up to a Titan?
I wonder too. Perhaps...
What's this?
What you see are futures written in the cards. Or sometimes, fate can guide us when we're lost. Let's consult fate itself. Maybe then we'll know why we must take this path, and learn just how many burdens one must bear to become a true deliverer.
Personal wishes? I have none. Only the Aranova matters. The world's rebirth. Yet, if I am to weave a new era, then it may be one where kindness and her cleaners shall never tread. These crawling parasites have no place in Akama, especially not under the deceitful claim of human rule.
That noble lady? The way she speaks, it's like ice in my veins. Not exactly the warmth I'd expect from someone selfless.
Teacher, perhaps you could share your wishes with us?
Oh, Snowy. You want to know about our wishes now? I wish to meet Trian again. In the sea of flowers where the west wind ends. And Aggie, I want to see you shed that golden thread cocoon around your heart. Just once more. Smile at us again like that bright-eyed girl in white who stood before the Yanisopolis temple. Finally, I pray that the footsteps of lost souls no longer wander aimlessly. Instead, replaced by the bright songs of prayer. Are we wishing for too much? Well, let's say that these three wishes represent Trian and Trinan too.
Those wishes are truly wonderful. They even stir something deep inside me.
Then we can rest easy. Because only you can make these wishes come true.
Only me?
Mark these words, Snowy. See you tomorrow.
Hello! If it isn't our little deliverer. My wish. Just let me
up the sun. For another millennium or two. I mean, what's the point of dying rich if you never lived rich? Right, Princess Home Buddy?
Cypher, that's not how I see it. My one wish is to find that missing piece in my life. To feel someone's embrace once more. That warmth. I've felt it before, and it's my dearest memory. And speaking of riches, for someone with all those treasures behind your divine power, you've led a pretty cheap life.
Ouch! Where did that come from? Right for the jugular, huh? What about our friend from the Grove?
My wish came true before I touched the sky. I transformed my healing power into gentle sunlight, distributing it equally to every life I cherished and loved.
You two are so selfless, aren't you? No surprise Aglaya wanted you for the flame chase journey. You know what? I did have one wild dream. To know what it feels like being born a noble lady, drowning in riches. Just think, if I traded places with that seamstress, me in the mansion, her on the streets. I'd like to see if she'd still become the gold weaver then. Maybe I'd even take her place.
I can't disagree with you. These wishes are weights to bear. They're like those candy wrappers the Ides Elysiae children love, shining even brighter when bathed in sunlight. Warm embrace, equal healing, and perhaps living free. They're all wishing for a kinder world in their own right.
My student. Must we go over this again? Listen well. I detest the word wish. It reeks of mortals crawling before their gods. My life's work is done. All that remains is for you to take the final step and prove the ultimate truth. I, Anaxagoras, shall become a god of the new world. Through irrefutable logic, I will prove that mortal wisdom can achieve divine greatness.
Isn't he, you know, a little... I mean, I just daydream about hero stories, but he's fantasizing about becoming a titan? That's something. Could I ever be that sure of myself?
Finan, since when did you become so timid, asking such juvenile questions about wishes?
What's that supposed to mean? What's with that condescending tone? No way I become friends with this half-naked show-off, right? Just what kind of life am I going to lead?
What are you mumbling to yourself now? Whatever. The wishes of the Kremnon warriors are done, but I survived 1,000 deaths only to fall to a coward's blade. That masked flame reaver who struck from behind. Finan, you look... Never mind. That blank look tells me you're completely lost. My wish is simple. One honest duel, face to face, blade to blade. Then I'll strip away that mask with my own hands.
Nothing but violence and vengeance. This person's wish is nothing short of brutal. Still, those eyes burn with the noble pride I've read about.
So tell me, has the uncertainty in your heart begun to fade?
So many faces in my future. So many wishes. Still, why would fate choose to show us this path?
What's weighing on your mind?
Didn't you say disaster would strike Amphorius? If so, shouldn't Cyrene and I stay in Ides Elysiae? How could we possibly meet all these people? If that's true, then who will protect everyone in Ides Elysiae? Cyrene, may I have that deliverer card?
Of course. But why?
Although those voices, visages, and wishes may seem far away now, I can't ignore the sense that something is calling me, bidding me to take a hold of it. Maybe its true weight can only be known once it's in my grasp.
In that case, accept this gift. Oracle cards carrying time's wisdom, blessed by Orynyx. May they journey with you, become your memories, and spark rippling waves of change in times to come.
I'll hold these words close to my heart. But now that I'm holding them, they don't seem all that different from ordinary playing cards.
What?
What the hell?
What's happening?
Everyone, we've got big trouble, Mimi! Burning, smoke everywhere. It's coming from beyond the maze.
What's going on?
It's here. The seeds of disaster have already taken hold, sooner than we had foreseen. This time, not even the veil of Evernight could shield us.
You mean Ides Elysiae will be swept up in the prophesied catastrophe?
I'm afraid so. My children, take shelter in the Remembrance Maze. One step outside, and this horror will consume you both.
But my parents, the whole village. You're right. Chief, what are we truly facing? Is this the power of a Titan?
This is beyond any Titan. Beyond any danger you could overcome with strategy alone. It's an unspeakable horror that twists all life into abominations that never bleed nor cry. Even Titans fall to its corruption, burning from within until only empty shells remain, knowing only death and destruction. The Black
Sorry,
Tide.
clearing my throat.
That's what this calamity truly is. It consumes all in its path, sparing none but the Remembrance Maze.
Not even Titans can.
Yes. So please, don't leave this forgotten realm the gods abandoned. You are the first to uncover our presence, and the only two who can enter the maze. We don't wish for you to throw your lives away.
Finan, what path do we take?
I learned the sword to protect those close to me. If I run now, I'll never be worthy of lifting a blade again.
Then we know what we must do.
Indeed, our friend is right. We must take action. Forgive me, Chief, but Ides Elysiae needs us. And as her child, I must act.
Very well. Make sure you protect yourselves.
With me, Cyrene. Join us, my friend. Even without a sword, I'll take a rake. Even with the roughest steel, I'll keep our home safe.
Deliverer. The card's truth extends beyond its mere literal meaning. There's another hidden layer within. Not someone perfect from the start, but one who starts small. From a humble village. When we were little, I told him I wished this world would never need a deliverer. Now that wish has shattered. Yet I'm glad he's chosen to walk this path. And all of this happened because you believed in him, friend. Shall we? It's only when you're by our side that Finan and that our hearts find their courage. I know you're watching us right now. Aren't you, great hero from the future?
Oh, deliverer. Such cruel irony. Follow their path. Watch this memory. Then you'll see. A sun red as in that moment.
These creatures, they're everywhere. Someone, anyone, where are you? No, it can't be. You, are you talking to me? No. I'd written Livia. I should have known. Please. No. Stop. Please stop. Olivia. I'm so sorry. And these monsters. They're all... Why? Why is this happening?
When the black tide arrived, the
Black tide.
boy found resolve in his companions, and together they ran toward their first battlefield in the far-off future. The land of Euphorius would bear the marks of the hero's footsteps. With sword in hand, he would inscribe an eternal mark in the golden epic, and wind on his home, his past, his name, all buried beneath the soil. His feet carried him forward, over the pillar of stone, beyond the chalice of plenty, through the deadly fogs of the hand of shadow. He wandered without direction, like a withered leaf drifted on the wind. Through countless city-states, the smiling visage of the white-haired swordsman was yet he did not.
Fuck this.
this your idea of an honorable duel?
Bloodshed isn't the way. We and Aggie don't want to see Chrysoceres turn on each other. True warriors know when to sheathe their blades. They impart something that has more...
Which means only those who understand. Amazing. Talanton may have fallen, but their scales remain true to their purpose.
I hope you still remember your purpose, new recruit.
You seem awfully confident, Kremnoan. Let's see how you define the idea of weight.
For your information, in Castro Kremnos, the punishment for profaning a duel with such crooked words is
Wait a minute. Did we go all the way back from the beginning?
foreign lands. The signet of Kremnos, the crown jewel of our people.
A ring. Not just any ornament, I'd wager.
Don't push your luck. Think I'd pour my heart out to you? Just know that Kremnos' 1,000 years of glory could bring a titan to its knees. Let alone a nobody like you.
So to him, glory and his people outweigh the entire world.
And the very destiny that Mighty himself will eventually shoulder.
Now this is a tough one. What can I... Well, comrade? What does your... Looks like we really are on the same wavelength. In the end, the Deliverer might have put us thinking about how my village... Speaking rationally, I know it's not nearly enough. But here and now, this car...
Perhaps that itself is the answer.
Look, Finan.
It's so nice to see you all again. Lady Trinan, Finan, and... hello. Seeing you here sure is a sweet surprise. Why so surprised? Could it be... Did you miss me?
Cyrene? This is... incredible. I was literally just thinking about how you might be here. But I'd never imagined I'd see you this soon.
I was supposed to leave with the priests, but then I heard Lady Maiden was with a white-haired young man. I figured it had to be you, so I snuck back here.
That's Cyrene for you. Unfortunately, this isn't a good time for reminiscing. That Kremnoan over there...
Still playing house, boy?
You get the idea.
Quite the hothead. You know, you two just might get along. Don't worry. You already know what the answer is, don't you? If that's your choice, I am with you. I am with you because I remember it all too. The fields of Ide Silicii, those red leaves, and that little swing of mine beneath the tree where I dreamed the sweetest dreams. And those dear fairies in the Remembrance Maze. It hurts so much knowing they're gone forever. The pain speaks for itself. Our hometown may have been just a tiny village, but to us, it was the whole world. But that's not enough, Finan. Not nearly enough. Even though hatred can help people grow and turn a boy into an unbreakable warrior, what you need now is victory. You can't just stack the scales with your past suffering. You have to throw the weight of your future onto them as well.
The future?
Maybe that was why not have our mutual friend here stand on the scales with the Deliverer. How about it? Can you help us? Of course. After all, you're what we aspire to.
Aww.
Let's try that. The fate of Akala hangs on this duel. I must claim victory, for their sake. I will stake everything I have. Stand with me, comrade, and we shall become heroes. Let's. Together we'll prove that what weighs more than the fate of the world
No, I'm saying the important shit now.
is the
What is
resolve to
this?
shoulder
Some sort of
an unendable
freaking...
past and carry it.
What am I? Some sort of narrator now?
Talantin, the fair, the just, they of unassailable integrity. The challengers have made their choices. In the name of the Holy Maiden of the Three Fates, lower your scales, weigh destiny, and reveal unto us your verdict.
Your offering is... a card?
Yes, a flimsy little card. That is my choice. Just know that it's called the Deliverer.
Interesting. Very well. If you can beat me with this card, then that's what I'll call you from now on.
It's... a deal.
The scales... they're wavering.
Talantin is deliberating on the outcome. It appears the convictions of both sides are equally matched.
This is suffocating. The whole world's weight is on my shoulders. But I believe what my heart tells me.
Finally decided?
Hear thee, children of humanity. I shall pronounce judgment. For the difference is now clear. The one whose offering weighs more than the fate of the world is... one from Ides Elysiae, the nameless hero. However, heed this. The true weight of conviction originates not from itself, but rather in that which tips the scales. Hope itself.
What's that supposed to mean?
I think the Titan means that it's not anyone's personal convictions that outweigh the fate of the world. It's about a wish, one which we all share. You, me, everyone here. What tipped the scales wasn't Vinan's conviction alone, but the collective hopes carried by this oracle card. Humanity's desperate call for a deliverer.
Yes, even you and your people, Kremnoan.
Placing us both on the same side of the scales? Foolish. We Kremnoans are your mortal enemies. Such weak idealism will only get you skewered on our spears.
Fine by me. I've never claimed to be the deliverer from the card anyway. I'm a soldier. And if it's my fate to bleed my last on the battlefield, then so be it. That's all a hero really is. Someone with that kind of conviction. And the deliverer? Just a sum of all those heroes.
A brilliant explanation. Just as prophesied, on this day, the final two heroes shall join the Flame Chase journey.
I should have known from the start. They all say Lady Goldweaver is quite brazen, but you're the first to even imagine that prophecies could persuade a Kremnos warrior.
Oh, I have 1,000 ways to tame a lion. But this lion didn't come here for bloodshed, did he?
The Kremnoans far outmatch Occam's forces, yet we haven't lost a single soul. That's no accident, is it?
Do you honestly think Kremnoans, renowned for our love of battle, would show mercy?
Your forces are equally renowned for their iron discipline. And so, we can only assume that this is on your orders.
Perhaps Akama isn't as hidebound as the rumors say. You grasp the true marrow of power more clearly than those elders.
Now that the wheels of fate are turning, what finer way to celebrate this fortuitous encounter than a feast? Follow me, brave Outlanders. Heroes of this world are as countless as the stars. And at this moment, we find ourselves gathered here.
Yeah.
say that the heroes yet know. So, in the end, the Black Tide still swallowed everything.
The West stands protected by mighty Scribnoan. It will hold for the time being. Professor Anaxa deployed wards in the north and east for... Their effectiveness is untested, but I believe in him. And Arkham. We needn't fear for Aglaya. Even in death, she counts as the greatest among demigods. Her threads of romance weave an impenetrable shield, and the people answer her call, rallying to the city's defense. Let's move. Cavalry has given their core flame. We must complete the Aeronova before the next entry hour. For Amphorius.
That only leaves 3 hours.
So, this is the last time we'll see her.
Finan, we set out on this journey to answer the world's desire, didn't we?
That's what it means to be a Chrysosaur. So has it always been.
Then why? Why must Amphorius' wishes be so cruel? We made the best choices we could, whenever we could. But in the end, the prophecy that led us, this black tide swallowing everything. Why does it look like this?
I don't know. We haven't had any other choice, except to move forward. Not for a long time now. Even if we only see the long, long night ahead, I still believe that through it, we'll find the dawn on the other side. Beyond these flames, a new sun will someday rise. So, to the Temple of the Three Fates. You'll take over Time's authority, and we'll return all the core flames to the Vortex. Then put this world's fate to its final rest. After which, we shall all face oblivion, or embark on one final, grand journey.
Light calendar 4931, the 3rd week of the month of Evernight. Welcome, my lady, to the end of the flame chase. And the end of... The Titan has revealed the gateway of fate. Please, accept the invitation to step across the threshold. And beyond this gate...
The vortex of Genesis. So it is here. Just what is this?
Life's but a walking shadow, a poor player that struts and frets his hour upon the stage, and then is heard no more. It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. The vortex of Genesis, where the world begins and ends. What stage could be more befitting of as an unattainable existence? Now, if you would journey to your
Aeronova comes.
None of that matters.
This will be a romantic story, like you think so too, right?
His memories, such a scene replays over and over. Though the details may differ, this remains ever the same. All shall bid farewell to one, and that person alone will witness the miracle. A total of 33,550,335 times. Each is a drop from the river of time, representing the long journey he would take, or rather, please take your time. Look around as much as you wish.
Not a single... Castle.
Just shut up and get out of here!
Are you crazy, Mighty? Immortal or not, even if you're the demigod of strife.
Oh, I'm still no match for them.
No, I know you can. I just wanted to request that you witness the Aranova with me. Together. Let's prove that we're enough to transcend the prophesized fate.
Could it be that now, at the critical juncture, our mighty deliverer is chickening out, scared of a stupid prophecy? I'll transcend the prophesized fate. All right. But I've got a better way. As the son of Gorgo, I'll prove myself with one last grand victory. Just like when I ripped out the old king's heart. Go. Leave this to me. If the black tide creatures block out the sun, then we Kremnoans will fight in the shade. And when I'm done with that executioner, we'll raise our cups where the west winds end.
All shall be.
The vortex of Genesis. The last time I was here, I was returning the core flame of reason.
The world's course. Ah, there, as the soul, I believe you can make it. Feeling a bit lost. As you now see, this scene marks the final act of the drama Amphorius. The final eternal recurrence created by this man's hand.
So, the end you succeed. Execution.
With my flesh as kindling, like the first dawn of the new world. Has come to once again start everything.
Let's try it this other way. We can do it!
Try that again. We'll try hard sometime. Watch this awesome move.
Free will, or was it fate? Destined for oblivion.
I don't have time for games.
Open sesame. Another journey begins. Still waters uplifted. I weep for the target. It too shall fall. Free will, or was it fate? Destined for oblivion.
Tough luck running into me. Watch this awesome move. Helpless as ever. Expand your thinking. Curiosity. Endless freedom. Nothing but a force. Open sesame. What a crime. Expand your thinking.
Another journey begins. Still waters uplifted. This is being in sync. Destined for oblivion. Open sesame. Trust me. We can do anything! Still waters. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
We'll try hard sometimes. Watch this awesome move.
Let's try it this other way. We can do it! Free will, or was it fate? Desperate for oblivion.
My turn! Here! I try hard sometimes. Watch this awesome move! This combat needs optimizing.
Oh snap! AoE time!
This is double speed.
I weep for the departed. It is a fall. I'm on it. Still waters of living.
Tough luck running into me.
This world returned to the great tree.
Try that again.
Desperate for oblivion.
Told you I could fight. More enemies. Time for a fun.
This is being in sync.
This combat. This is double speed.
I weep for the departed. It is a fall.
This ends now with your corpse. Night the dawn!
How is this possible?
Sons of destruction. Now to win. You can set your blood ablaze. Your fury.
Let's try this other way. We can do it! Trust me. We can do anything! Still waters of oblivion.
Tough luck running into me. Here! Can't run! I try hard. Watch this awesome move.
Bless.
Go away. Can I have fun this time?
Another journey begins. Desperate for oblivion. I weep for the departed. It is a fall.
The yoke. Suffering. Is eternal.
You're annoying. Try that again.
Again?
More enemies.
I'm on it. Free will, or was it fate?
You know, I should have used Sparkle in this fight. But the roll's doing just fine, actually. What?
Try hard sometimes. Watch this awesome move. Try that again. Try that again. This combat. This is double speed.
It's gonna hurt. Never mind.
destined for oblivion.
Suffering is eternal.
You're annoying! Time for fun. This is double speed.
I weep for her heart. It too shall fall. Not a bad idea. Another journey. Your water.
Time for fun.
Amphorius's fate has begun to shift. Just as I foretold, your arrival will change everything. After all, you've also been bathed in the Eon's gaze, which can awaken long dormant instinct inside a man. Much. Thus is the synthesis of the prime mover of life. This is a moment the universe will remember. After millions of extrapolations, the experimental environment known as Amphorius has finally achieved results.
So, the results, you speak, are this wreckage of a world. We all gave everything we had, returning 12 core flames to recreate the world. In return, we become nothing more than sacrificial offerings at the end of everything.
Exactly. The Titans are Chrysos heirs of the past, and Chrysos heirs are the Titans of the future. Anaxagoras' theory of Era Nova holds true, as the model of reason he reached unprecedented heights. But from just the perspective of a player in the drama, he could never fully uncover the last layer of truth. The cycles of the hero's journey that have played out until now were never about creating a new world or perfect heroes and gods. They were a deep learning program made for the Black Tide.
But this time, your plot will fail. I've taken Cavalry's core flame, and when the dawn of the new world arrives, its light will burn away all the darkness.
Haven't I made myself clear? The Chrysos heirs and Titans were merely byproducts of the experiment. Use every generation of heroes, gods, and worlds was... This is the endpoint of Amphorius' calculations. A perfect equation of destruction.
So in your eyes, all All the sacrifices are just a string of insignificant numbers.
Don't sell yourselves short. I'd say, rather than numbers, you're more like fuel for the fire. Even if that's a curious question. Have you ever considered, as the Theros I have observed, destruction of synthesis is formed.
I will wait for that day, for as long as it takes. The day will come to enable this new eternal and follows in our footprint to right anything and whatever was. That will be a romantic story like none that has come before. I think so too. Right.
The world is collapsing. And the people are crying. We too must part ways here.
Castellana?
Friend. Ides Elysiae, the little village of my childhood. The gentle breeze and the sound of waves still linger. Everything is as it was. It feels good to take one last look. You know, this is just a corner of the memory. The real Ides Elysiae, I know. I'm here to say goodbye. We might not see each other again. You can stay here forever. And time will stand still for you. Let it flow. It's time for me to go, even if it's a path with no turning back. When have we ever had the luxury of turning back? Are you afraid? After learning the truth of your origins, will you see the motivation I gave you as the manipulating whispers of destruction? The convictions, choices that come from my heart. I don't believe they're designed by the so-called heads. If we are just numbers, simulating life, then you are the image I've always loved. The person I wish to become. A real, living person. A true hero. Then why do we part here? You can take me with you. So, time retreated behind me until it reached the origin, where nothing ever existed. Just as Professor Anaxa once said, in that void, Kefali stood at the center of chaos. When the waves of time finally calmed, it was the year 3870 of the Light Calendar. The Chrysos War had lasted for nearly a century, and the threat of the Black Tide was growing stronger and more relentless. That was was the era of the Day Thunder Knight's battle with the sky. From that moment and that,
So what you're saying is, you've traveled back down the River of Time, finally reaching this untouched seabed just to tell us the Flame Chase journey and even all of Amphoreus are nothing but illusions in an Eon's dreams?
exactly. So, Dux Gladior, please take me to meet Her Majesty Suritra.
Since Her Majesty's not here, no need for formalities. The word Gladiorum always reminds me of my fallen homeland buried deep in the depths. Call me High Sealands, nameless Slave Master.
Please allow me to add one more thing. You actually already moonlight.
You mean Finan? Such a name could never be your true one. But I won't question you further about it. Ever since Her Majesty issued the Flame Chase decree, heroes from all over have sent their letters of introduction. What's the harm in adding one more name like Finan or Pinan? Besides, the deep sea is dark. Perhaps you should demonstrate your skills and calm the raging black tides for us. Nice moves. Washed it away, and here it comes again. The black tide is really no joke.
Light up the dawn. Light up the dawn.
The waters end here. The one you seek is beyond this point.
At last, I can meet with Her Majesty Suritra herself. Are there any formalities?
Well, we
I
put a
need to
stop to
observe?
that Flame Reaver. The Flame Weaver, Reaver, whatever.
Kissing gestures of the old dynasty, and most of all, don't bow. The Imperator despises such rituals, especially when the heads of those Talvin are burned beneath her crown.
She really is down to earth.
The second thing to note, only trusted ones may come near her. Keep 5 paces distance until the Imperator allows otherwise.
Sounds like an old friend of mine.
Well, experience is a good thing. Stay sharp, and you'll be just fine.
These sounds are gonna get quite annoying.
Dux Goldweaver, little hostage. Apologies for keeping you waiting.
It's you.
You know them? Good.
Before that, I'm more curious about one thing. Where is Her Majesty Suritra?
To avoid any misunderstandings, nameless Swordmaster. Although we spoke and laughed along the way, I never said you were entitled to meet her. The Imperator decreed. The Deliverer will not appear in this age. Be wary of suspicious individuals. Come now, both of you. Let's finish our job.
I had no intention of fighting. So remember this, Lady High Sealands. If my sword shows any hesitation, don't thank me. thank them instead.
No, you misunderstand. We don't want to see Chrysoceres hurt each other. Just give us some time to ask you a few questions.
The Nestia's golden threads will judge you and decide your fate.
As you wish.
White-haired Swordmaster? If what you say is true, then you must know the fate of the world. So, how much do you know about what we read from the prophecy?
You shall shatter into 1,000 fragments and wither in the soil of foreign lands. Is that correct, Lady Treeby?
How is this possible?
He got it right?
Yes, but the prophecy never mentioned he'd appear here. At least, not in this era.
You must listen to me, Aglaya, Treeby. The Finan of this world has not yet been born. In a distant future, he will follow the prophecy's guidance and appear before you. But do not seek him out. Because Era Nova is a complete and utter lie. I will tell you the truth. And you will understand why the world must forsake the prophecy and find another path to Era Nova. Because I know both of you. And I believe that no matter how the course of history may change, the faith we all share will always remain the same. And so, the layers of rock began to reverse, and history wove itself anew. Through my old acquaintances, I was given the chance to meet the leader of the Flame Chase journey, Sarit. In the original history, it was a brutal war.
I'll read all this when I get the time. I'll just look up a summary for the story. Because I really want to I need to go to the bathroom, actually. That's the reason why I'm also kind of skipping cutscenes, because my bladder is going nuts. I'll be right back. And I'm gonna go grab my blue raspberry juice. I'm back. What the fuck? What's going on here?
Absolutely. We've all made preparations for total annihilation. Never thought someone would step in to help. Light up the dawn. Light up the dawn. You've been to the Luminary Throne before, haven't you?
If you're talking about in past...
Hold up. Keep your wits about you. Someone's watching us.
Pretty boy, your eyesight's better than I thought. As for that false god who's been turning the world upside down, it's you, isn't it, white hair?
You sure do love stealing the spotlight. In the name of the Seven Sages, I demand that you immediately step away from the Luminary Throne. This is the sacred ground of reason, and no one may desecrate it. Take my words back to Aglaya. I won't say the same thing twice, Catgirl.
Oh my! You won't even call me the demigod of trickery. That is just heartbreaking. I have some words for you, too. First, as one of the most heretical blasphemers in the world, you have no right to lecture me. Second, this is none of your business, Grove Boy. Step aside. I don't want anyone getting hurt.
Here we go. Again.
Core Flame thieves. You really think you can scare off a sage of the grove with nothing but empty threats?
That was close. I'm out of here.
I already know how to do this. Fucking hell.
They're exactly like all cunning.
Sounds like you have a...
Of course, but along the way.
Where are you going?
The Venerationists' foolish inventions finally come in handy.
How is this possible?
You've arrived, Zagreus. Always so punctual.
You know who I am?
I'm running out of patience. So I'm not going to waste words. Listen up, spirit thief. Hand over the core flame. And let's pretend we never clashed. This way, you and this world can still be saved.
Save. You sing better than any bard. If you ask me, no matter how
134.
What?
This is the 134th cycle I've lived through. And the number of core flames I carry is
1,596.
Yes.
1,000 core flames and just a single Chrysos hair. That wasn't even possible.
I've come this far. And that's proof enough.
But someday you will burn to the ground.
Of course. The divine flames will eventually consume my eyes and blind me. But before that,
they can still forge and sharpen Dawnmaker. Now when I cut open your stomach, you won't feel a thing. This is the final warning.
Fine. Assume this world holds 100 million possibilities. And no matter how one looks at it, 99,999,999 of them all point to outcomes of certain destruction. Even so, I'll use my divine power, despised by the people of this world, to achieve that 1 in 100 million possibility. Bartolo! If you have the guts, you'll have to...
I'm fine. No other choice but... Existence is of no consequence. The future will come!
How absurd. In my memories, Zagreus always meets the same end. Over and over again. Their departure no longer stirs anything in my heart.
This reason core flame before us is a fake. Obvious as day.
I know. It always plays out like this. The spirit thief covers for her, and the trickery demigod escapes with 2 core flames. And then, driven by defiance or hatred, she decides to stand before me once more, exactly like the countless past hers I've known. Cunning, yet so naive.
Since you've witnessed this same scene play out countless times, tell me, will you carve the trickery core flame from my chest now?
That depends on your attitude. At least so far, in the cycles where you've asked this question, the endings haven't been so cruel.
Well, thank you for that. But I also believe that this time, you won't catch up to me. No one can catch up to me. I'm no longer running to escape anymore.
Whether you believe me or not, I'll still tell you this. You've made the wrong decision.
All right, then. We'll see.
Silence.
One-eyed boy. What are you trying to pull now?
Go, Cythera. Give us some time in private. This isn't for her, but for you. You've walked too far down this path. It's time to discuss a possibility. For old time's sake, turn back. I don't care how many times you've tried. Because there's one thing I'm sure of. Your Messiah complex has turned you into something no different from the icy gods you spoke of. The children of humanity you swore to save. They are no more than ends to you now, aren't they?
Of course. I've been wondering, what kind of demon could burn my homeland to the ground in an instant without batting an eye? Now I have the answer.
I don't want to argue anymore. No matter what I say, the outcome won't change.
change. Make your biggest effort to resist. Or accept fate and hand over the core flame to me. Even if it's futile, Hugh. We all have the right to choose.
Yes. Even if it is futile, and the world is just a divine joke.
When I walk into the destruction written by the gods, with my own 2 legs, you will witness. Even the smallest footnote still leaves a mark in this story.
And so, at the end of the 134th cycle, the Traveler and the Scholar fulfilled their fates once again. Or perhaps it wasn't just they who fulfilled their fates. I can't quite remember all this. In the endless darkness, for no reason, a voice always lingered by my ear. Losses are reduced to ashes. Such fate happens in every journey.
What's going on here? What?
You don't look so good, Deliverer.
Even after going through 108,642 cycles, Mighty, your name for me has never changed.
Why do you sound so pleased? It's a derogatory name.
Yeah, I know all too well. You only meant it sincerely in the first cycle. After that one and only time we walked side by side. Every time since. Dawnmaker will stab you through your 10th thoracic vertebra. That's your weak spot, and the only way to kill you.
Interesting. Tell me, when the mighty Moses of the past faced you, did they ever retreat?
Never.
Then they died honorably, worthy of the name of strife. But there's still tenderness in your eyes. How pathetic.
I have to remember how this feels. Remember that I was once human. Or else the destruction will completely consume me.
If you win, tell the mighty most of the next life. This person is a worthy opponent. So always remember to give it your all and never slack off.
I'll keep that in mind. As always.
Even though the dynasty is left with just one day. Enough. There's no way you'll take this core flame in peace.
I understand.
Step forward and face me in a final battle. I, the last son of Gorgo, the demigod of strife, salute you. I'll give 10,000 scars and 10,000 lives of mine to fuel the blazing sun of Dominion.
What's going on in my game?
Eternal victory. The 108 at the shadows of the blaze was even if it meant...
What's going on here? Jiminy Christmas!
Please turn back. Do not disturb these fresh flowers in the marketplace.
As if even the deep...
What the fuck's going on here?
Do this as the demigod.
The black tide. It's consuming you. You can't hold out much longer. Demigod, hand over the core flame. Let's be...
A healer should stick...
Hyacinth. Devours me in an instant. Each cycle. It's your wishes that guide me to the end. That pass over and over and over again.
So, you're not just a lone spark in the dark. You're a pyre built from the bones of all the selves you've left behind. But what about you? What about your wishes? The wishes of all the countless versions of you. Lord Kaslana. So that's how it is. Without flow, the moment you lost the chance.
Now then, is an unexpected revelation. Then I suppose that makes me the perfect fuel for the flame of deliverance, doesn't it?
No, an empty flame saves no one. But Hyacinthia, the Eye of Twilight, am neither strong enough to command the wind and rain, nor willing to end this absurd struggle by letting the sky fall. The only thing I can do is become one with the sky itself. May the gentle, may they bring, and its warmth stolen. Deliver it, please. Open your heart to me. Your sunburn would tell me.
The core, and this time remain the same. From the horizon, this was the end for a moment. That being known as this hell, I will still 23. No more flame chasing. Then let me until another. $33,550,337. This is the cycle you're about to enter. Countless memories are flooding in. Countless versions of myself have stood here, facing the same choice. They all needed a moment. In millions of cycles, I've said goodbye to each and every one of you.
Will you be the blazing sun, even if all of you burns to ash?
Without hesitation, I will bear this world until my body turns to dust. Remember this moment, and let the purest rage in your heart rise out of those wishes. Let it consume you. Fine. If I can defy fate, then in the name of world-bearing, I promise you, Cavalli will never forget this. Take it. Everything I bear. Keep on burning. As long as we are never extinguished, the flame chase will not end.
Nanook?
tarnish.
What?
Farewell, Trailblazer. This is where I fulfill my final destiny. The prophecy of the Kaslana. The name of one who bears chaos does not belong to, as the prophecy foretold. You will bear the blazing sun until the pale dawn breaks. May the name accompany you in my place, in the epic you write with your own hands.
Another attempt, another fail. I won't remind.
If you've lost count, let me tell you. This is the 33,550,336th ending.
A perfect number. How poetic is the outcome. Your silence lasts longer than ever, Lord Fun. Shall I take that to mean the will you've carried across? You know this is pointless. You can't kill me.
Of course not. But I am tired of being measured against a worm the gods keep as a pet. Listen now, creator of destruction. This cry comes from all your abandoned creations. In the 10th circle, I drove Dawnmaker through the heart of every titan. Golden blood ran down my fingers. Divine fire seared through my nerves, nearly breaking my will. But I endured. In the 10,000th cycle, my former comrades had all become my enemies. The endless slaughter dulled my senses to pain. The painful emptiness almost swallowed me, forcing me to stop fighting. But I endured. In the 100,000th cycle, the destruction had already fused into a blazing sun, surging within this fragile body. My rationality had been burned away at the dawn of the era. Yet even with only this shattered body remaining, I still endured. In the 23,570,000th cycle. This time, I felt it. A tiny spark rising in the hollow cavity of my chest. Different from the obsession with deliverance. By its faint glow, once again, no, countless times again, I endured. Sun is about to fall. Ready to incinerate this absurd space-time dimension in an instant. That sun is me. All the countless versions of me from the past, along with my countless brethren, dragged into existence against their will, drowning again and again in your golden blood. The very essence of this world's suffering and despair, fused into the purest hatred, the fiercest rage. Look, you arrogant fool! You think we were born to only serve as fuel for the fire? Fine then! Just as you wish, let the fire burn! If I was born as the blazing sun of destruction, then let you and your lackeys be the flares erupting from my core. Burning futilely for 30 million epochs, engulf everything. Grant you a dawn where all stars burn to ash.
Nanook.
Are you ready, Nanook? I brought you destruction!
When did they start into an episode of freaking... This has turned into Honkai Impact 3. What the hell? And,
Your heart harbors wrath. It is born iron to eye from the
what's going on here?
This is a matter of blood, but perhaps as for those unwelcome audience members, you need not.
Huh?
Who would win the book? Archie. Who would from repeat this? Who perhaps on the as for be a battlefield.
path to struggle.
Look at that.
They'll hate his
What the hell is this?
Now, here in an aspect they make thus forgot nobody.
Hold on. I'll view that real quick in the later part.
Wake up! Wake up! We were so close now. That's right! After watching so many fragments, or maybe...
You knew the answer long ago, didn't you? Not surprised at all, but I'm glad that I remember. Don't worry, I'll turn into the memory this way. My mission ends after all. So, then in the one after that. Without even realizing how go. It's time to go. And may the days ahead.
Now, let's turn to the next page. A page that exists because of you. Is this a meeting ordained by fate? Or a long overdue reunion?
What's going on here? Okay, hold on. We're still in Emporius, but I think it might have changed. Nope, it still hasn't changed yet. But, ID Silicii. So we finally completed all of Emporius now. It's all done. It's all over. So we're finally done.
Check it out! Doesn't this scarecrow look just like you? I spent...
Aww. What the? That's not the exact pet that I have right now. I'm not in the Path of Harmony. But how did you make a copy of the hacked? So this means that everything was just a simulation in this world? Huh. So everything was just a digital thing. Oh, I got a new profile image. That's cute. I gotta go back to the Vortex of Genesis anyway because I got some things I need to turn in.
It's still early. Where to now?
I'm so parched.
Oh yeah! Yeah. Let's see how many stellar jades I have now since that. Where are you? Inventory back in you are. Ooh. Hmm. Spring missive. Oh my god, that looks, oh my lord. To you Kongs. I hear a disturbance. That's how long I've been going at this. Alright. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of the stream right now. I'm gonna do my wishes and then all that other stuff. I hear some disturbance. Take care, everyone. Stay safe. And have a very good divine time.